And now we have one more left, my dear friends. Hina. And the question, since we had Hina already, a Hina arc, if you will, it started right here in, like an apple, Hina apple arc, if you will, which started out right here in May, where she made friends with Maki. It's kind of interesting because I think that's the last one. It might be the last apple. Let's hope there's something more after that, because there would be way too... And by the way, they still haven't... Let me check real quick. Yep. Yeah, okay. If you cross out November, by the way... Did we get a picture for that, by the way? The last one? Oh yeah, we did. Nice. We got that picture right here. This is the only month where we only got one picture, which was between Maki and Miki right here. This was the only one. Needs to be a little bit more. Also for November. I don't mind the pictures that we have, obviously, but you know, it would be nice if we would have a little bit more right there. Just saying. Now, April. Hina. Childhood friends.
Tadaima. Tadaima.
Jesus, right at the beginning. I followed Yunane into her house. It might be weird to say I'm home going into somebody else's house, but I've practically lived here since I was little. You still are. But today it feels less like a home. The reason was pretty obvious. It was because I was wearing completely different clothes than usual. I wasn't used to them, so I couldn't relax. I'd been wearing them since morning, but it hadn't gotten any better. Looks a little bit weird, yeah. Yunane turned around to me and laughed when she saw my face. Was it really that obvious? Well, I'm not really surprised. I wonder if the pictures turned out alright. We decided to send some pictures to my grandma out in the country before the entrance ceremony, the day after tomorrow, so we'd gone to a photo studio to take them. Yunane had accompanied me since my mom and dad were both at work. My grandma had congratulated me on my acceptance and said she was looking forward to my attendance, so I'd worn my new uniform. But I really don't like wearing skirts. I haven't worn too many before now either. The blazer I took off a few minutes ago was kinda stiff too. Oh yeah, actually, that's kinda sad we didn't get to see them. Well, if Yunane says I looked cute, I guess it's okay. It looks good on you is probably just to make me feel better after how uncomfortable I'm sure I looked though. Yeah, we've seen that along the game with Hina, and we also obviously seen that with Koba. Especially Koba. Then I just need to put up with it for the entrance ceremony. What about after that? Can I find a way to get out of wearing the skirt? Come to think of it, there are girls going to the school in their tracksuits, aren't there? Huh, maybe I just need to join a club then. There are ones without in Japan? Didn't know that. It's true that I hadn't really thought too much about where I wanted to go to school. When the time to make the decision came, the first thing I thought was that I wanted to go to the same school as Yunane. That's why I chose Shojou. My grades were a little risky, but I studied hard and it all worked out. Yunane helped me too. Why did I want to go to the same school as Yunane? We know. I don't even really know myself. Maybe I just didn't want to be apart from her since we've been together for so long. I didn't think I was really that clingy towards Yunane though. But I thought it'd be nice to go to the same school as her, and no other schools had come to
ま
mind.
あなんだかんだで受かっちゃうのがひなのすごいとこねさあおやつにしましょう
Snacko.
ひなそろそろお腹空いてきたでしょ
Kinda. I'm a little hungry since we were out for so long after having lunch. It's not as though I've been running for any club activities, so I'm not starving or anything. But there's still some time until dinner, and I do tend to get hungry around this
クッ
time.
キー焼いてあるのお茶の用意しておくから一度家に戻ってきなさい制服シワになっちゃうでしょもういいわよ着替えてきても
But it's not like she's gonna wear it that much.
うん
Obviously. Yay! I can finally get out of the skirt. Yanane put the water on the stove and arranged cookies on a plate. I watched for a second before getting up. Yeah, that's how we know her. I sat down on my bed after changing into one of the tracksuits I usually wear at home. I must have been a little nervous in that skirt, maybe since I wasn't used to it. Tracksuits are much more comfortable. I'm with you on that. Obviously, I don't wear skirts, what the fuck. I'll have to pick up a club quickly so I can start wearing a tracksuit to school. I'm definitely joining a sports team. After a short rest, I thought back to the sight of Yunane preparing those neckos before I left. She looked like she was enjoying herself, hadn't she? Yunane really does like making food and eating with people and stuff. She enjoys it, that's good. I've noticed that Yunane's been acting strangely for a little while now, since before she started going to Shojou. She stopped smiling as much when making or eating food. It still tastes good though. I think it started a little after she won that competition with the cooking club, but why when they won? She seemed so happy when we celebrated their victory. I know she put away the certificate and trophy she got for winning in her room, but why? I would have wanted to show it off. I wonder why. I wonder if something happened. I thought about asking a few times, but in the end I never have. I never could. Yunane might not want me worrying about her like that. Yunane is always taking care of her problems on her own before now. She's awesome after all. If it's something she can do on her own, she'll definitely do it. I might just make things more complicated if I try to help, that's what I think, so I've stayed silent. If it were something she couldn't do on her own, I bet she'd tell me. Oh, that must be why I wanted to go to Shojou. So if Yunane wants to tell me something, I can be there for her right away, so that I can be by Yunane's side. Oh yeah, she never told her, I guess. Did she? No, I don't think she did. She told, Sachi. Yeah. That's how we also found out, obviously. So that I can be as close to her as possible. So that I can rush to her side if she ever needs help, so that I can be first to her side. Yeah, she thought way more about that than she admitted to at first. I wanted to be there for her first if Yunane ever needs anything. Yeah, I want to be there first even if she solves everything on her own and starts feeling better too. I want to always be by Yunane's side, so that I can always see her, so that her voice can always reach me.
同じ学校だったら一緒にいられることも多いもんね。
So I'll put up with the skirt at least for the entrance ceremony. That's what I thought as I gazed idly up at the uniform hanging on my wall.
ユナネンチ戻ろう。
But I'll join a club as soon as I can because a tracksuit feels way more comfortable. I don't think I'd be able to run very fast in a skirt. It would bother me too much. Well, it's extra challenge, like attaching extra weights, basically.
ちょうどいいタイミングね今紅茶入れてあげるからね
I sat down in my usual chair at her kitchen table. I always sit here when I eat at Yunane's house. There was a mountain of homemade cookies at the center of the table. I reached out to them right away.
手は洗ってきたの
出てくるとき洗ってきた。
On the way.
出てくるときってまあいいわ
いただきます。
召し上がれはい紅茶
I accepted a cup of tea between stuffing my cheeks with tasty cookies. Yunane knew what I wanted without needing to ask. Milk, tea, and I bet she hadn't put in any sugar in either. Yep, perfect. Yeah, of course you wouldn't. Are you an animal? Whoever puts fucking sugar in tea No, of course, obviously not in loose tea. Like if you need to, like if you take the tea leaves, which is what I do. But even if you like put the freaking tea bags in there, if you are an animal, if you put in sugar, it's like no, don't do that. Stop it. Get some help. And obviously, I can tell you, by the way, if you put in sugar in loose tea, then I don't know, then there's definitely something wrong, because that shit doesn't fucking fit. Welcome to my TED Talk. Just saying.
後輩になるんだから何かおごってあげたいんですって。食べ物限定みたいね。まあひなのことよくわかってるからなんだろうけど。
Yeah. Ano-chan is Yunane's friend, one she made after starting at Shojou. She's come to hang out at Yunane's place a few times, and we've hung out together too. She's a fun person. She always has a bunch of stuff to say about games and manga and other stuff I don't really get. She always forgets something every time she comes over to hang out. According to Yunane, it's a really bad habit of hers. Yunane seems to have cheered up a bit after becoming friends with Ano-chan. She's always smiling when they talk. She smiles when she complains about Ano-chan's forgetfulness too. So I like Ano-chan, since she's able to cheer Yunane up. But it's a little boring when they talk about Shojou stuff I don't know anything about. At times like those, I get kind of frustrated about being a year younger than Yunane and not being in her class at school. There isn't anything I can do about that though. It's been a long year since I've been eager to join those conversations, and the days since getting accepted to Shojou have felt even longer. But in a few days, I'll be going to the same school as Yunane again. That makes me happy. As they're only 1 year apart. Yeah, makes sense. Eh? I got these characters down. My friends, I got them down. It looked like Yunane had to think about it a little. I wonder why. From her conversations with Ano-chan, Shojou sounds like a fun place. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, I know that. I've heard enough about it from Yunane. She said it's a casual school that's not too strict with its regulations. I want to join a sports club, but I'm not sure which one. Just stick with track and field since I've been doing it for... Damn it. Oh. Sorta. The national finals, that's pretty awesome. Maybe I should join if there are such impressive people there. Should look around first before deciding. That might take a while though. I want to join as soon as I can so I can start wearing my tracksuit to school. What should I do? Is Yunane thinking I'll join the track and field team too? Is that why she remembered that? I wasn't set on it or anything, but maybe I will do it again. I should go check it out right after school starts. Now I'm looking forward to it a little. Yeah, true that. Yeah, I do like running. I've decided. I'll join the track and field team. I'll ask my teacher about it right after the entrance ceremony. My tea went down the wrong pipe. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting Yunane to say something like that all of a sudden. That she'd be happy with me there too. Throwing seeds right away, by the way. That early on. Yurane patted me on the back. It wasn't very cool of me to choke on my tea like that, but I was a little happy about the contact. Yeah. Making it kind of a little bit more obvious here. It'd be fun with me, huh? Her hand felt good on my back, stroking and patting it. I could feel the warmth. I was happy, but my heart was beating kind of fast for some reason. Ah, so Yurane is happy we'll be going to the same school too. I'm glad. It kind of feels like she's been waiting for me. Those words alone were enough to make me glad that I chose Shojou. Yurane is starting a new semester tomorrow. After the entrance ceremony the next day, I'll be attending the same school. We can go to the same school together for the whole next 2 years until she graduates. I'll get to see Yurane at school again. I want to be by her side as much as I can, so that if something happens, I can be there with her right away. She still isn't quite herself yet. And so that I'm close to her when she's feeling better again.
何？私も同じ学校に行くの楽しみ。
そう？よかった。
Yurane smiled. I smiled too. I'm looking forward to another year with you, Yurane. Let's see if we get more. Oh, November. Something's happening in November. Ha! Okay, we got more. Okay, that was before the intimacy scenes, but okay, that's good to see. We still got some more apples because did we get any Yuna apples? Let me check there real quick because I'm not actually sure, to be honest. Oh yeah, we did. No, wait, no, that was the main thing. I don't think we got any, so it kind of makes sense, since we didn't get any Yuna apples, so that could be a Yuna apple. Maybe we, I think we did. I think I made a thumbnail for her. Yeah, of course, right here, we have Yuna, but there's something else coming on from Yuna, and I'm pretty sure, by the way, that we also get something on the 30th of November. I'm pretty sure, but I'm still, you know, you only got one picture in January. In April, has to be a little bit more. And also in November, we get a little bit more, but we're gonna see. If we get some grande finale or something, maybe. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to wait and see about that, though. But yeah, obviously we tackle that in the next part. So definitely stick around for that. Next part, we're gonna check out possibly the last strew of apples. The last harvest, basically, maybe. We're gonna have to see. Maybe there's something afterwards, however. But yeah, we're tagging along for the last couple of... for the last harvest, possibly.